Live on KPRC-TV and the KPRC2 Plus live stream. The news starts now.
I mean, I truly believe she's up there looking down on us.
Only on two, the family of 11-year-old Audrii Cunningham is opening up for the very first time. The grandparents of Audrii, who was found dead in the Trinity River last month, just said their final goodbyes last weekend. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Daniela Guzman.
And I'm Keith Garvin. Tonight, her grandparents, who Audrii lived with along with her father, are sitting down only with KPRC2's Gage Goulding to share Audrii's story, who she was, who she wanted to be, and the life she never got to live.
Let's start with Audrii. How would you introduce Audrii?
She just was a loving, caring, compassionate child.
She was creative in a way that amazed us sometimes. Our refrigerator was often covered with all of her little drawings.
What were some of the things that Audrii loved to do?
Animals. Any animal in this neighborhood knew Audrii, and Audrii knew them.
That's why the neighborhood just turned out, they all knew her, even more than we understood.
And you said she liked to spend a lot of time in the backyard?
This was her playground. We started a garden, her and I. We were supposed to do that before she went missing.
You wanted to do this interview today. Why?
I want Audrii's story out. So many people are focused on the monster.
And he's not the story. He is not the story.
And you say the story's not about the monster. Do you feel like the narrative has been like that?
A lot of people have made it more about the monster. You have no idea how much I blame myself. How much I blame. I have enough guilt and hate for myself because of it. But I used the tools I was given, and it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
We saw the good side of him. I mean, he showed us what he wanted us to see. He was formerly incarcerated, but we had no idea. We checked his sex offender registry, and he did not show up on it.
Since this all started, have you had the opportunity to talk to McDougal one bit at all?
I spoke with him while she was missing. That man had the gall to tell us absolute lies to my face, and then hug me and call me mama, because that's who he called me all the time. That's what I was to him, was a mom figure. And for him to lie to my face and then hug me and tell me, I love you, Mama, I'd never do anything to hurt her.
You were aware of his history, and you went a step further and you checked that registry. Did you feel that that gave you peace of mind and that you did your due diligence?
Because I felt like I was doing the Christian thing. I felt like I checked a registry that failed me.
Then there's a big dark hole where people who committed a sexual assault wound up plea bargaining down to a misdemeanor. Because it's only a misdemeanor, they didn't have to register.
Do you want her name to stand for more than just this terrible situation and stand for change?
Crime Stoppers of Houston have offered to help us go to the Texas state legislature and promote a bill which we're going to call Audrii's Law to help close that loophole.
If you could talk to her one more time, what would you say to her?
I'd never let go. I'd tell her how much I love her, how much the family loves her, and how sorry I am that I wasn't able to protect her, that I couldn't see that the devil was let into our house. And I beg for her forgiveness.
I would tell her to watch over us, watch over this family. I mean, I truly believe she's up there looking down on us.
Audrii's family spoke with KPRC2 for almost an hour. If you would like to watch the full interview, we will have it on our website, click2houston.com, later tonight. We also have several articles going in depth on Audrii's story and the proposed Audrii's Law.